This will be for the con assignment, interpret parabolas in context. Okay, some of you may need to read the write-up, some of you might not. It says Michael starts a new paper company. The function f models the company's net worth in thousands as a function of time in months after Michael starts it. A company is in debt if its net worth is negative. Plot the point on the graph F that corresponds to the first time after 6 months at which the company is no longer in debt. Okay, so debt is when the net worth is negative, and they want to know the first time after 6 months that it's not in debt. All right, so here's the net worth on the y-axis. All right, and it says after 6 months when they're not in debt. So the x-axis is months. Okay, here's 6 months, but they're still in debt at 6 months. So if we go along the x-axis, this point right here at 14 months is when they finally are debt-free. So you just take this dot and you drag it over to the 14. All right, so right here, see they're going along in the months. Time goes on, they're in debt, and then they start to get out of debt right here at 14 months. All right, it says Casey hit a golf ball. The function f models the height of the ball above the ground in meters as a function of time in seconds after Casey hit it. Plot the point on the graph that corresponds to the ball's maximum height. Okay, the y-axis is the height, and the x-axis is time in seconds. So she hits the ball at 0 seconds. It goes up, 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 up. And right here is the maximum height. Okay, I already did this one. You just left click on the dot, hold it down, and drag it into place. So this is the maximum height. Biologists discovered an invasive bird species on an island. The function f models a population in hundreds of birds for this species as a function of time after being discovered. Plot the point on the graph of f that corresponds to the number of birds in the population when the biologist discovered it. Okay, it says the one axis is a function of time after being discovered. Okay, so this is population, the y-axis. This is the number of months, the x-axis. And this right here in the negative months is before they even discovered it. Okay, so if this is number of months after they discovered it, they must have discovered it at 0 months right here. So this is x equals 0 months. If you go up to the parabola, it starts right here. So left click on the dot and drag it right there. Remember, that is the y-axis, and the y-intercept is where x equals 0. So this represents 0 months when they discovered it. Okay, Mia kicked a football. The function models the height of the ball above the ground as a function of time after Mia kicked it. Plot the point on the graph that corresponds to when the ball hit the ground. Okay, so we can see the y-axis is height. The x-axis is seconds. Okay, so she kicked it at 0 seconds. The ball went up, up. This is the maximum height. And then, of course, it came back down. Right here, the height is 0. So right here is when it hit the ground.